The Value of the Humanities in the 21st Century by George G. Petz. Art helps us make sense of the world, and they broaden our experience and understanding. The arts enable us to imagine the unimaginable and to connect us with the past, present, and future. Humanities and arts are important because it has so much value. Not everyone is interested in it, but many people have a passion for it. To take away such a passion is like destroying one's dream. In art, there is value. You have intrinsic values, which involves feelings, which creates that passion and you have intrinsic value, which means making a profit of something that pays for a way of living. Anything that gives you feeling or a way of living adds value. I have picked two true masterpieces of all time to better show you that humanities and arts is important in life and should be valued, and it should also not be taken away from college curriculum. 10 reasons why humanities should be studied. The first reason is to support and strengthen your local arts community by learning and to appreciate the importance of creativity. Next is to clarify your value by comparing and contrasting them to what others have thought. Then, it helps you to practice the analytical thinking skills that you need to be successful students and employees. It also improves your skills of oral and written communication. Next, to see the interconnection of all areas and knowledge of how all things fit together. To develop a global perspective by studying cultures throughout the world. To deepen your understanding and appreciation of other cultures and other points of views. To deepen your your sources of wisdom by learning how others have dealt with failure, success, adversaries, and triumphs. To appreciate what is enduring and to be able to tell the difference between meaningless and the meaningful. And lastly, to be inspired by some of the greatest minds taught of all ages. The first masterpiece is Michelangelo, the David sculpture. This sculpture symbolized the freedom in which we have in America today. Many students study this masterpiece and discover what it means to be free. This statue of David also represents bravery. In the Bible, David slayed the giant Goliath with the help of God. This is the type of bravery that allows you to overcome any obstacle. Because Michelangelo sculpted this statue, it has been studied by many students all over the world. Every time someone studied this sculpture, it satisfied the interest of someone, and because it satisfied the interest in someone, it has value, and it's called subjectivist theory values. How can you take this work of art out of a student's curriculum when it teaches so much? It is a beautiful and meaningful masterpiece. Next is Starry Night by Vincent van Gogh. The painting was made in 1889. Through exploration of the humanities, we learn how to think creatively and critically, to reason and ask questions. For example, this painting has mystery behind it. Van Gogh's Starry Night is one work of art that touches your heart and shatters your soul. It evokes so many emotions that one could lose oneself watching the painting, which with every swish, swirl, and stroke, were ties countless emotions and thousands of words choking in the throat. With every sleight of hand was an unquenchable breath. Girl with a Pearl Earring by Jan Vermeer, made in 1665. The most noticeable feature of this painting is the girl's enormous tear-shaped pearl earring. This pearl earring, possibly along with the girl's turban, may unlock many secrets of the painting. Her pearls, for instance, they symbolize purity and innocence. This painting could be taught to women and girls all over the world to stay pure and keep their innocence. To take away humanities in this curriculum would mean that you would take away this particular work of art. Do Not Go Gentle in That Good Night by Dylan Thomas, 1914-1953 poetry. This poem was beautifully written by Dylan Thomas. To take away humanities and arts would mean our new generation will not be able to experience such a magnificent poem that teaches the heart to appreciate someone you love. It teaches value in one's life. I believe this poem teaches morality.
Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. The wise men at their end know dark is right, because their words had forked no lightning. They do not go gentle into that good night. Good men the last wave by, crying how bright their frail deeds might have danced in a green bay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Wild men who caught and sang the sun in and learned to rage, they breathed it on its way. Do not go gentle into that good night. Brave men near death, who see with blinding sight, blind eyes could blaze like meteors and be gay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. And you, my father, there on the sad height, curse, bless me now with your fierce tears, I pray. Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light.
Romeo and Juliet, 1595 by William Shakespeare Theater. Lastly is the famous Romeo and Juliet play, which has been taught and played out through all of America. This play has been teaching students of all ages many life lessons. One of the life lessons is to do not make rash decisions. Rash decisions usually lead to trouble. Romeo and Juliet can teach us many valuable life lessons. This lesson in Romeo and Juliet are mainly that you should not make rash decisions, that you should think through most decisions, and that young love does not justify suicide. Taking away humanities from this curriculum, from college curriculum, would mean many students will miss out on this amazing play that has been in theaters for years and changing lives. Thank you for watching.